Orcas Public Library, and I have another story for you. And this story is for all you gardeners out there. And I don't know how many gardeners you are out there, but I know we have lots of beans in the library that we were hoping some of you might be able to adopt. It's really easy. You can just come and you can choose the beans that you want this month. Choose them and then put them just even in a little pot. It's really possible to do that. You can have it on your windowsill even if you don't have a big garden out back, because this is a perfect story for that. And this story is called The Gardener. And it is written by Sarah Stewart and it's illustrated by David Small. It's all about gardening in little containers. That's right. And this story was published by Farrar Straus Giroux, and we're going to thank them for letting us read it in quarantine. There's some gardeners right there. Now this story is written about with some dates here. And so the first date is August 27th, 1935. And because I'm having to look a little harder, I might need to put my glasses on so I can actually read it. You take a look at the photos. Okay, dear Uncle Jim, Grandma told us after supper that you want me to come to the city and live with you until things get better. Did she tell you that Papa has been out of work for a long time and no one asked Mama to make dresses anymore? We all cried, even Papa, but then Mama made us laugh with her stories about your chasing her up trees when you were both little. Did you really do that? I'm small but strong and I'll help all I can. However, Grandma said to finish my schoolwork before doing anything else. Your niece, Lydia Grace Finch. And there they are, they're packing up. September 3rd, 1935. Dear Uncle Jim, I'm mailing this from the train station. I forgot to tell you in the last letter 3 important things that I'm too shy to say to your face. 1, I know a lot about gardening, but nothing about baking. And 2, I'm anxious to learn to bake, but is there any place to plant seeds? And 3, I like to be called Lydia Grace, just like Grandma. Your niece, Lydia Grace Finch. There they are. On the train, September 4th, 1935. Dear Mama, I feel so pretty in your dress that you made for me. I hope you don't miss it too much. Dear Papa, I haven't forgotten what you said about recognizing Uncle Jim. Just look for Mama's face with a big nose and a mustache. Ooh. I promise not to tell him. Does he have sense of humor? And dearest Grandma, thank you for the seeds. The train is rocking me to sleep, and every time I doze off, I dream of gardens. Love to all, Lydia Grace. And there she is. And what's coming out of her bag? Do you see that? Seeds. Oh. That looks kind of scary. Just that she doesn't have anybody right there. September 5th, 1935. Oh, good. Dear Mama, Papa, and Grandma, I am so excited. There are window boxes here, and they look as if they've been waiting for me. So now we'll both wait for spring. And Grandma, the sun shines down in the corner where I live and work. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. Uncle Jim doesn't smile. December 25th, 1935. Dear Mama, Papa, and Grandma, I adore the seed catalogs you sent me for Christmas. And Grandma, thank you for all the bulbs. I hope you received my drawings. I wrote a long poem for Uncle Jim. He didn't smile, but I think he liked it. He read it aloud and then put it in his shirt pocket and patted it. Love to all, Lydia Grace. February 12th, 1936. Dearest Grandma, thank you again for those bulbs you sent at Christmas. You should see them now. I really like Ed and Emma Beach, Uncle Jim's friends who work here. And when I first arrived, Emma told me she'd show me how to knead bread if I would teach her the Latin names of all the flowers I know. Now, just half a year later, I'm kneading bread and she's speaking Latin. More good news. We have a store cat named Otis, who at this very moment is sleeping at the foot of my bed. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. Uncle Jim isn't smiling yet, but I'm hoping for a smile soon. Let's see if we can see there. Do you see Otis the cat? Yeah. March 5th, 1936. Dear Mama, Papa, and Grandma, I've discovered a secret place. You can't imagine how wonderful it is. No one else knows about it but Otis. I have grand plans. Thank you for all the letters. I'll try to write more, but I'm really busy planting all the seeds in cracked teacups and bent cake pans. And Grandma, you should smell the good dirt I'm bringing home from the vacant lot down the street. Love to all, Lydia Jane Grace. What do you think she's doing? What's she looking at? Do you see anything there? April 27th, 1936. Dearest Grandma, all the seeds and roots are sprouting, and I can hear you say, April showers bring May flowers. Emma and I are sprucing up the bakery, and I'm playing a great trick on Uncle Jim. He sees me reading my mail, planting seeds in the window boxes, going to sleep, doing my homework, sweeping the floor, but he never sees me working in my secret place. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. I'm planning on a big smile from Uncle Jim in the near future. It doesn't look like it's happening right now. May 27th, 1936. Dear Grandma, Papa, Grandma, you should have heard Emma laugh today when I opened your letter and dirt fell out on the sidewalk. Thank you for the baby bulbs plants. They survived the trip in the big envelope. More about Emma. She's helping me with a secret place. Hurrah! Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. I saw Uncle Jim almost smile today. The store was full, well, almost full of customers. June 27th, 1936. Dear Grandma, flowers are blooming all over the place, and I'm also growing radishes, onions, and 3 kinds of lettuce in the window boxes. Some neighbors have brought containers for me to fill with flowers, and a few customers even gave me plants from their gardens this spring. They don't call me Lydia Grace anymore. They call me the Gardener. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. I'm sure Uncle Jim would smile soon. I'm almost ready to show him the secret place. There she is. July 4th, 1936. Dearest Mama, Papa, and Grandpa, I am bursting with happiness. The entire city seems so beautiful, especially this morning. And the secret place is ready for Uncle Jim. At noon, the store will close for the holiday, and then we'll bring him up to the roof. I've tried to remember everything you ever taught me about beauty. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. I can already imagine Uncle Jim's, what's she looking for? Uncle Jim's smile. That's right. There it is. Wow. Oh. July 11th, 1936. Dear Mama, Papa, and Grandma, my heart is pounding so hard I'm sure the customers can hear it downstairs. At lunch today, Uncle Jim put the closed sign on the door and told Emma and Ed and me to go upstairs and wait. He appeared with the most amazing cake I've ever seen, covered in flowers. I truly believe the cake equals 1,000 smiles. And then he took your letter out of his pocket with the news of Papa's job. I'm coming home. Love to all and see you soon, Lydia Grace. P.S. Grandma, I've given all of my plants to Emma. I can't wait to help you in your garden again. We gardeners never retire. Oh. And there they go. Ready for another season. There they go. And maybe some of you were just like that. And maybe some of you actually haven't ever grown anything before. And it's not too late to try. Again, we have some beans at the library and we would love you to put them in containers that you can have your own little garden, even if it's on your windowsill. And, who knows what you'll grow. But hopefully we'll see you tomorrow on Saturday in the Village Green for story time then. I'll be reading some stories at 11 and you can come join me. If not, we'll see you next week for another story right here. Thank you. Bye-bye.